Concrete can be a kind of love language, especially in Japan. Lots of art and architecture creators on here can do a better job of showing you that than I can in the kind of high culture realm. Think Tadao Ando and his temples to minimalism. Sometimes literally, that one with the cross cut in the side is one of my favorites. But maybe I can do it in a more personal, quotidian, everyday life kind of way because it is all around us. My architecture contribution is something actually quite small. The Our Torso Sea House, only about 10 years old. It amounts to a tiny home on something like a 700 square foot plot in downtown Tokyo. And believe it or not, it doesn't even stand out among its neighbors. It's all in the blend. In this case, also the concrete coming not from sand, but from a kind of locally abundant volcanic ash. So it is also loving the planet. But really, it's everywhere you look, ubiquitous in town and suburb, on every hill and mountainside. This is for reinforcement and landslide prevention, the specific cliff here in Aogashima. I used to view these as real eyesores, especially when young. But it's not just the hills and mountains. It's up and down the coast of this archipelago country. Probably 60% looks like this, armored with concrete forms against the waves. They've migrated to inland waterways too. This is a kind of scenic nature walk art installation area in Shinagawa. The tetrapods are like discarded giant's toys from a game of jacks, or maybe some sort of overgrown sessile sea creature. There is a romance in this, I know. Think about the glories of Roman concrete or the dreams of engineering the world. And after all, this is a China channel. But my personal disposition has always made that harder for me to see. And we are looking here at a small section of the vast Tama New Town, one that has about 3,500 housing units. America had its Levittown, Paris the banlieue, and this might be the Japanese equivalent, a kind of post-war development to give people of modest means a better life, though it is viewed as still socially functional. This was concrete for human beings, the masses, to live inside and hopefully live well. I came here once by accident. As a teenager, my Japanese was primitive, and I did an incorrect diversion off the Odawara line at Shinjuigaoka. And when I got out, I decided to walk around a bit, and the vibe was notably different than the denseness of Tokyo or the freestanding single-family homes that I knew a bit better. Can there be beauty in a banlieue or love in a Levitt town? This, and coming of age in a concrete place, is the subject of Whisper of the Heart, one of the most underrated, at least internationally, of the Ghibli movies. This is the only one, incidentally, directed by the man that Miyazaki was grooming in preference over his own son to be his successor and lead the studio. That was Yoshifumi Kondo, and that his heart burst in his 40s sounds like a plot point in its own kind of fairy tale. There are other official posters, but that this one takes place on a concrete road next to a retaining wall and a parking area fits just perfectly. There's an adolescent female protagonist who discovers one day, checking out her library books, the consistent name of another person with the same reading preferences, who she will later find and lose and find again, all in her own kind of journey of love and self-discovery. It's a lot less fantastical than a typical Ghibli movie, though the protagonist does follow a cat on mass transit to an important meeting. John Denver's Country Roads, sung and resung, is an important plot point. It's also reworked with this place in mind as Concrete Roads. Concrete ro, dokomademo. I can't sing, obviously. But for West Virginia, you get West Tokyo. The Japanese title of the movie is all about listening closely to what you can decide, but maybe to yourself and to the possibility of love in the everyday and in the concrete.